Major League Baseball (MLB) faced intense backlash from fans and analysts after a pivotal Mets-Braves series, originally scheduled for late September, was postponed due to the looming threat of Hurricane Helene. The decision to reschedule the final 2 games of the series as part of a doubleheader on Monday, September 30th, just one day before the playoffs, has been widely criticized for putting both teams at a significant disadvantage in the postseason. A critical series amid a hurricane. The series between the Atlanta Braves and New York Mets at Truist Park was a high-stakes affair. With just 2 games separating the clubs in the National League (NL) wildcard race, the final games of the series had the potential to make or break both teams' playoff hopes. The Braves took the first game, further intensifying the importance of the remaining 2 games. However, weather forecasts leading up to the series showed that Atlanta was directly in the path of Hurricane Helene. Despite the clear warnings, MLB made no adjustments to the schedule. Both teams had an off day on Monday, September 23rd, but neither the league nor the Braves moved to reschedule any of the games ahead of the storm. As a result, when the storm's arrival became imminent, the games on Wednesday, September 25th, and Thursday, September 26th, were postponed, with MLB deciding to reschedule them for a traditional doubleheader on Monday, September 30th, the day after the regular season was supposed to conclude. MLB's missed opportunity to act the decision-making process has drawn the ire of fans and analysts, with many pointing out that MLB had several options to mitigate the impact of the storm. One possibility was to play a game on Monday, using the team's shared off day to stay ahead of the weather. Alternatively, a doubleheader could have been scheduled for Tuesday, allowing the teams to complete the series before the storm hit. However, reports indicate that the Braves rejected these options, and MLB, which had the authority to overrule the team, did not step in. As a result, both the Braves and the Mets are now forced to play 2 crucial games in one day, just 24 hours before the playoffs begin. This creates a serious disadvantage for whichever team secures a wild card spot, as they will have to immediately travel, possibly across the country, to face a well-rested opponent on Tuesday, October 1st. Fan outrage and criticism. The rescheduling decision ignited outrage among fans and on social media, with many criticizing MLB for failing to prevent this avoidable situation. Fans pointed out that MLB could have easily taken proactive steps to adjust the schedule earlier in the week when the storm's trajectory became clear. The rescheduling now forces both teams into a situation where their pitching staffs will be stretched thin, and their players exhausted heading into the playoffs. On Twitter, now known as X, fans expressed their frustration, with one user calling MLB's handling of the situation an absolute joke all around. Another fan blasted MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred, saying, "Manfred is making it the official position of the league that whoever comes through and does whatever it is they have to do to make the playoffs should have an immediate disadvantage." The frustration stems from the fact that the doubleheader could significantly impact both teams' chances in the playoffs. A fan pointed out the logistical nightmare awaiting the teams. The MLB is really making them play a doubleheader the Monday after the season is supposed to end, then immediately travel, most likely across the country, to play a playoff game the next day against a team that is rested. Make it make sense. Others echoed concerns that the decision essentially sets up either team to fail in the postseason due to fatigue and travel. Competitive disadvantage. The timing of the doubleheader could lead to major repercussions for both the Braves and the Mets. If the teams play a grueling doubleheader on Monday, they will likely be forced to use multiple pitchers, including key arms they would otherwise save for the postseason. This puts both teams at risk of starting the wild card round with tired pitching staffs, potentially including spot starters or overused bullpens, against opponents who will be fully rested and prepared. Furthermore, the wild card games will begin the day after the doubleheader, meaning whichever team advances will have little to no time for recovery or travel before their next critical game. In contrast, their opponents, whether it's the Milwaukee Brewers, San Diego Padres, or Los Angeles Dodgers, will have had ample time to rest and strategize, leaving the Braves and Mets at a clear disadvantage.